fast you were going?
What? How fast we're going?
I don't know. 10?
8.
Be advised, this is an explicit podcast. If you're easily offended, get your panties twisted into a knot. Leave now. Run to your safe space. Get your little cloth for your tears. All the opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and his guest and do not reflect the opinions of any local or government agency. Welcome to Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. Your host, Iceman. It's an extra one. It's going to be Louisiana crime. So, it's just me. Holster might have been here, but I forgot to tell him I was going to go live, and he went home. So, he might have, he's going to watch. Let's get all the housekeeping out the way. Go like, subscribe. If you're on Apple, write if you would like to, you don't have to, but go give me a 5-star and write a review. I will definitely shout it out. Like I said, it's been quite a while since we had one on Apple. Tell your friends, tell all your frenemies, all that good stuff. If you'd like a cigar, go to mypatriotcigar.com and use the promo code MotorCop15, and you will get 15% off your entire order. If you order $100 or more, you will get free shipping. We're going to get the full crew members at the clubhouse shouted out. We got T-Bird, she's a crew member. Mr. Jim Pocrant is our race car driver. Mr. Hoppy Hops is our truck driver. We have Mr. Z Palmer, Miss Laura Stimson, Roy S., not Roy P., Mr. Roy Spalding. We have JoJo, our favorite Australian, Miss Kaylee Norris, Natasha A. from Washington, and OG, Melissa Holstein. We appreciate y'all tremendously. Like I said, we're definitely, I got quite a few Louisiana stories, so I guess we'll jump right on into it. Just don't have any other thing I want to say. Y'all can go check out the website. I don't know if y'all have been to it or not. It's up there, www.motorcopchronicles.com. I'm going to try to start putting some more stuff out on there also. So let's just jump right into this shit, huh? The first one we have is got pictures. I got a lot of pictures. These fellas right here, two of them anyway. These not the dog did not get arrested. I'm gonna say I think this is the K9 that helped with the apprehension. So the dog did not get arrested at all. This is from out of Shreveport, Louisiana, which is way up north, closer to Texas. This was written on the 11th. This was just out yesterday. Anyway, the police apprehended 4 suspects after a little traffic stop, after a little short pursuit that ended in a collision with a fire hydrant. Bad guys hit the fire hydrant. 3 people were captured hiding under a house. And one was apprehended after forcing his way into a residence. So basically he did a home invasion. So, I mean, that's an extra charge right there. They had 3 adults and 1 minor that were all charged with crimes that possession of drugs, theft, resisting arrest. According to the Shreveport Police Department, they attempted to perform the traffic stop we don't have to say which road. It was about 5 p.m. We don't know where that's at. They ran into the fire hydrant. 3 armed people ran from the vehicle after it crashed. K9 Barry, him right there, that's K9 Barry, helped apprehend 3 of the suspects that were hiding under the home. And they were treated for minor injuries during the capture. That's a nice way of saying that Canine Barry bit some of these stupid fuckers right here. So I'm pretty sure they deserved to be bit. So, chomp. Anyway, the fourth one was arrested after he forced his way into a residence without authorization, attempting to elude the officers. Kevin Carr, 20, was charged with home invasion. That's the one that pushed himself in. Aggravated battery, legal possession of weapons, stolen things, Schedule 4, Schedule 2, possession of cocaine with intent, resisting an officer, and felony theft. Another guy named Ismael Edwards, I'm figuring this is two of them up here, 20, was charged with one count of possession with the intent to distribute cocaine, count of resisting an officer, count of aggravated flight. Another person not pictured, I believe, I don't know, Charzanian Thomas, 21, was charged with resisting arrest and illegal possession of stolen things, and they don't say what they charged the juvenile with. Of course, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. Just dirtbags. They're lucky being armed and everything. These two of the four, whatever that were out there. They're lucky they did not get their asses shot up. That's all I got to say, because it's dangerous. I mean, especially they were armed and everything else. And as a good boy, he got to bite some people. I'm sure he was happy. Looks happy in that picture. Let's move on to the next one. Since we got those bad guys out of the way. The next one, we got a whole bunch of people got arrested. I don't have all their pictures up. That 18 people, looks like, was arrested. 18 Louisianans. They got charged after joining a deadly gang. This happened in St. Tammany Parish. And it was a grand jury indictment. They said it was a historic indictment out there. 49 felony counts, indictments, and 12 misdemeanor charges were just passed Monday. He charged 18 people with racketeering for their involvement in a violent street gang that operated in the West 30 neighborhood, according to the district attorney out there. They called themselves the Vulture Gang. Let's pull up the picture. Some of them right here. The Vulture Gang or the Hunger Gang. So I don't know if they were hungry or they wanted to go eat dead animals. So they were engaged in drug distribution, armed robberies, drive-by shootings, attempted murder, and other types of gun violence throughout the area. Claimed that the gang utilized violence to maintain an atmosphere of dread. This represented the largest interagency cooperation, largest known racketeering indictment on the North Shore. It's in the area where old Roy P. lives. This started about a year ago. They did stuff with in collaboration with the FBI and stuff like that. So we got 18. They got 18 people off the street. All these people up here, not all of them. I mean, it's not 18, but all these people are off the street. I'm pretty sure they're looking at federal charges. I can blow it up a little bit bigger for y'all if you want to see. But that's not all of them, but that's a lot of them. And they were involved in drive-bys, attempted murders and stuff. So hopefully the streets over in St. Tammany in that area are be more safe. Roy P. don't have to worry as much when he's out working. This next fella right here looks a little tired, don't he? He's like, I'm just so tired. I want to go to sleep. I don't know why nobody's chatting. Anybody said nothing. This chat, usually y'all blowing it up. Anyway, this guy right here looks tired. He'll have some time to rest because he's most likely going to go to prison for a while. This it looks like old Stairs' cousin. There y'all go. Hoppy's here and Duran's there. What's up, buddy? Looks like old Stairs. He's got hair. I guess it could be. I don't know. This guy right here, though, is a piece of work. He's a piece of shit. This dude is in jail because he stabbed his own father. And this was right here in Baton Rouge off of Essex Lane. This dude Dad's in critical condition in the hospital. This happened Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. Forest Hill Drive off Essen Lane. Said the dad arrived back home and got stabbed by his son, who lived with him. That's why you need to kick your kids out before they get this old. Make them go do something. Said deputies arrived on the scene, later identified this dude. He's only 24. I mean, he looks like shit. Don't do drugs. That's what happened. 24-year-old Christopher Meadows. He was still there. They were able to, it says coerce, but they were able to talk him out of the home without further incident. The dad was taken to the hospital in critical condition and went immediately into surgery. It's unknown if he is going to survive his injuries. They have no motive for the attack, and that was all the story. This motherfucker basically almost possibly stabbed his own father to death right here. 24 years old. I mean, look at this dude. He's 24. He looks like shit. What's wrong with my face, Ronald? Nothing's wrong with my face. Look, I got my little necklace on. It says ice, though. See it? I just changed the filter. You don't like my face? Changed it up. Attempted murder. He's going to go away for a long time. He'll definitely be in his 40s or 50s by the time he does get out of prison. Yes, you called it right. Mr. Clean. That is the filter I have on. Dirtbag right there. It's like the dad probably took his PlayStation away or told him. I bet dad told him he had to get a job like everybody else. Hey, boy, you need to get a job. Next up, we have this fella right here. He looks dirty. Looks like he needs a bath. Anyway, if you know who he is, call the Baton Rouge police because they're attempting to identify this man because he, is our favorite word, allegedly, he allegedly stole a food delivery driver's vehicle. Probably one of them like Uber Eats or Waiter or whatever they call themselves now. He stole the vehicle from East Campus Apartments. New Year's Day, they said the car was left running while the driver jumped out to go deliver the food. And Mr. Man right here said, "Oh, look, free car." Jumped in it and took off. The car is probably in another state or it's been burned or drowned is what I'm guessing. That is not... Ron said that looks like that's not T-Pain. No, T-Pain's hair is way longer. Now, I don't think he'd have to steal a car if he's got money. Yes, allegedly, Hoppy. He just, he stole it. I don't know. I hate that word. But it is what Roy's driving it. Roy may be driving it. Ron. Let's see the next story we have up. Just going on through them. Oh, this lady right here. He just borrowed it. He needed to go get something to eat. He was hungry. Let me see where it's at. It's right here. This lady right here. I guess it's like, she don't look like a dirtbag. Nope. Well, you would be right, because she's not a dirtbag. She's a very educated woman. So what did she do wrong to end up on this shit show of a podcast? Well, she was a senator, a Louisiana senator. Her name was Karen Carter Smith-Peterson. Well, she is going to prison for a little while for wire fraud. She is a former state senator out of New Orleans. She got 22 months in a federal prison after she admitted to stealing from the Louisiana Democratic Party. Prosecutor said that Carter took it wasn't much. It was just a little bit. I don't know why they gave her so much time. 22 months, almost 2 years. She only stole $140,000 from the political party in her own campaign account. And what did she use it for? No, y'all didn't guess. I didn't hear nothing. She stole it because she has a gambling problem, and she was gambling at the casinos. She pled out. She got sentenced this past Wednesday, ordered to report to federal court on March the 6th to start doing her time. I don't know if she's got to do the whole 22 months or she'll do half of it or something. I'm not sure. But, she got a little gambling problem. So, But she's going to Club Fed. She'll be all right. Oh, this next person. I think this may be one of Holstera's illegitimate sons, or Freebird's illegitimate sons. We'll see this guy right here. This guy looks like he's yeah, bless her heart. Too bad she didn't win, blew that money. I tell everybody, I see people gamble. I'm going to go off topic. I see people gambling all the time because, we got video poker casinos. We got regular big casinos and all that shit here. And people's like, I don't gamble. I work too hard for my money to play with it, and I'm not rich. That's, people's like, oh, wow, I won this much money. It's like, I won $10,000. Well, yeah, but you probably spent $25,000. They don't tell you to win that $10,000. If casinos were in the business of people winning money, they wouldn't be open. They're in the business of taking your money, is what they're doing. That looks like a young Freebird. It might be one of his illegitimate sons or something like that. Anyway, he's in jail, or was in jail, because he allegedly got into a gunfight allegedly with a drug deal on Wax Road. In Baton Rouge, says 2 people were hurt in an exchange of gunfire that resulted from a drug deal Tuesday afternoon. I mean, he looks like he's thugging, don't it? No, don't. Anyway, this is 18-year-old Caleb French. He picked up 3 other people and drove to Wax Road near the corner of Durmas Drive around 8 p.m. Looks like Justin Bieber. And they say him and his group of friends was headed to buy some weed. I got all kind of weeds in my front yard. They could have took that shit for free if they needed weed. And anyway, during the drug deal, one of the people in French's car tried to rob the drug dealer. One of his friends tried to rob the drug dealer. And the drug dealer said, you ain't robbing me. So the drug dealer and his friend, Mr. Frenchie's friend, shot at each other. They shot each other anyway. And like I said, they shot each other. Deputy said Frenchie and his group then jumped back into the car and went to urgent care on Sullivan Road, because we all know that they not going to report the gunshot, right? French left the facility with his other friend and went to a car wash to clean out the shell casing and the blood. Afterwards, French drove home and sent his friend home in a ride share. It's like, oh, motherfucker, this shit's all fucked up. Didn't even get no weed, got blood in my car. Anyway, he got arrested for accessory after the fact to attempted first-degree murder and obstruction of justice. They're still looking for the other 3 people. I don't know what happened to the other guy that got shot. Yeah, says his street name. Hoppy says his street name is Creamy Corn. Yeah, he don't look like he's thugging too much right there. I'm gonna tell you what he would be good at though. This little boy right here would be real popular in prison. Come here, boy. You look like you got some soft lips. And some hands, too. You ain't got no calluses on them. You ain't holding up that real job. Come on over here. Sit on Uncle Johnny's lap. Stupid ass kids. Everything would have been fine if his friend probably wouldn't. I'm not saying you should be out buying weed illegally, but everything would have been fine if he needs to pick his friends better. Now they all fucking in jail. Weed deal gone bad. Oh, this next one here. Let me see what it is. I think I got a video. Did it? No, I didn't pull a video up on this one. Okay, I was making sure. Get down on my picture. Where is that? Is it? Nope. Yep, this guy right here. What did you say, Chad? Mr. Black Canine dude would tear his. Yeah, you right. You were right, Chad. He would be tore up. This fella right here, he is if I remember the story right, I don't think he's no longer with us anymore. I think he's dead. Yes, I'm correct. This man is dead. Hold on, let me check. Nope. I'm not a lot of fucks to give for it. We can see he got masked up, got a gun in his hand, got his little teardrops going on right there. But he's dead. This happened over in Hammond. This man was shot to death by a woman that he tried to force his way into her home over the weekend. Before he did that, he was caught on a video surveillance camera at a convenience store robbing the convenience store. No one was hurt except for him. At the convenience store, no one was hurt, but it showed him firing several shots inside the store at the gas station at Happy Woods Road. It was not a happy night on Happy Woods that night. Around 8 p.m. Anyway, an employee was working, heard gunshots outside the store, ran away before the gunman walked through the door. Once inside, he randomly fired shots at the counter, clumsily shooting the register to break it open while cleaning it. I mean, why shoot the fucking register? You just stupid. You didn't watch the movie. Well, after this, his name was Robert Reams. His name now is Worm Food. Anyway, he was shot to death just hours after this when he tried to commit another robbery. And the old girl said, motherfucker, you ain't coming in this house. And blasted him and killed him. It says here that the chief deputy will be issuing the lady key to the city. And no, didn't say that, but she should. She did a good job because this piece of shit is pushing up daisies right here. Save the taxpayers some money. He's not sitting in prison. Obviously, he has career criminal menace to society, so he did get what he want. Let's see what we got. Hoppy said Chad's going to be going to Facebook jail for saying that one. Might. Ron said Chad will pay for the video of the K9 guy with that chick. Kelly's here. She says no great loss. And I bet he won't do that shot. No, he won't do any of that shot again because he's dead. He is dead. I did not say, I said career criminal. I didn't say queer criminal. Featured on Dead Dumb Criminals. That could be a show. I would actually watch that show if they had something called Dead Dumb Criminal. Sounds extremely interesting. This next one, there ain't no pictures of. This story is messed up. We're hearing way too much of this stuff this year. Way too much of it. Not this year, but just barely in a year. But the last year or two, we've had way too much of this. They have a man been arrested, which that happens constantly, especially in Louisiana and Baton Rouge. But unfortunately, there is an infant that is in critical condition. It's happened in Hammond. A 1 year old now. This is, is still in critical condition after a suspected overdose that happened on January the 5th. Oh, why would a 1 year old be overdosing, right? St. John Sheriff's Office were called to Laplace Hospital Thursday while doctors were treating an infant for a possible overdose. The child had cocaine and marijuana in their system. 1 year old. One had this shit in its system. He said they're still waiting for lab results to determine if any fentanyl was ingested also. The child's mother told deputies she returned to her Hammond home from work to find the infant with her boyfriend, 31-year-old Terrence Robinson. Tanya, I don't look like shit. This is my this face. I did this face. Do I need to go back to my other face? Everybody's complaining about this one. Just give me a second and I'll change it. Anyway, this dude was 31 years old. Mother said the baby was unresponsive when she got home. And she drove both of them to the hospital. Once the child started getting treatment, deputies arrested Robinson and searched his vehicle. They found a large amount of drugs and a gun. Go figure. Robinson was booked for 2 counts of cruelty to a juvenile, possession of marijuana, possession with the intent to distribute Schedule 2, possession of Schedule 3 and 4, prohibited acts, possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of oxycodone, illegal carrying of weapons with a controlled dangerous substance. What's up, Brandon? This guy, I don't have a picture of him. This guy needs to be put under the prison to allow these children to get that many drugs, to even be around drugs. The lady, here's my other face I always use, the normal one. The lady ought to have the children taken away from her, because I can guarantee you, this bitch knew that her boyfriend, Mr. Terrence, was a dopehead. Or a dope dealer. He was a dope dealer. He probably used drugs too. And left her children there with him anyway. Left the children there anyway. So she ought to lose her children also with that one. So, I look like Hank Jr. So yeah, that, I don't understand these people. I mean, how many kids in the past 12 months if we had some die here and everything else because of these stupid ass people? Just dumb. Let's go on to the next one. Made me lose my spot. Here we go. This one we do have a video on. I'm going to pull 2 pictures up, and then we'll watch the video. I don't even know if I was podcasting at this time or not. I feel like I talked about this story, but I can't remember if I did or not. Anyway, this guy went on a killing spree. This man right here. A little funky, ain't he? This dude killed 5 people in 2019. 5 people. I think he killed his girlfriend's parents, and then he went and killed his own parents. Okay? Or something like that. We're going to see. But he killed 5 people. This was him. When he got arrested, went to jail. Look at him. Want to see? I guess jail does some people good, is all I got to say. Because this was him just the other day, just a couple days ago, when he got, you're right, Kelly, he is a creep. But let's see what he looks like today. That's him now. This was him just a few days ago. If it wasn't for the eyes, you wouldn't even tell it was the same person. Man, that's just fucking crazy. So we'll watch the video. We don't have to worry about it. He's going to be in prison for the rest of his life.
Case closed more than 3 years after a murder spree in the Baton Rouge area.
Dakota Theriot, accused of murdering 5 people, including his own parents in 2019, has pled guilty to 5 counts of murder. Katie Easter's in Ascension Parish tonight, one of 2 parishes Theriot has waived his right to trial.
2 different courtrooms, 2 different judges, but the outcome for Dakota Theriot the same. He will not be free ever again. The family of his victim saying today was not.
Y'all recognize her from last night? If anybody watched last night, that's the lady that was interviewing the woman with the delivery driver that got out with his pee-pee hanging out. She had that little look on her face. Remember we talked about it.
A day of closure, but instead a day of justice.
Kids forgave, they didn't hold no grudges against anybody.
Right.
And we just have to keep going with their love and their laughter. That's one thing my kids taught us.
Rhonda Champagne is the mother of Summer and Tanner Ernest. They were shot and killed alongside their father Billy in 2019 by Dakota Theriot before he drove to Ascension Parish, where he shot and killed his own mother and father, Elizabeth and Keith.
Emotional. It's a roller coaster for sure. Glad it's over.
We feel relieved. We feel like they finally got the justice that they so deserve.
On Wednesday, Theriot entered guilty pleas for all 5 counts of first-degree murder, 3 killings in Livingston Parish, 2 in Ascension Parish.
It was not a whodunit, as you all know, but it did require, I think, extensive work on our office's part with regard to psychological records of the defendant.
Before Theriot was transported to Ascension Parish, family members in Livingston spoke directly to Theriot.
Like I told Dakota that I hated him for 4 years, and I finally feel released, and I feel that he can ask God into his life, and God can forgive him too.
No one from Theriot's family came to his hearing in Ascension Parish. Instead, they submitted a letter under seal. It's a day of justice these family members have waited years for.
I believe the devil was in him, and I really believe that, you know, he's going to have to sit and pay for the consequences, and he's lost his whole life. You know, he's early 20s.
Theriot was escorted out of the courtroom by the deputies chained up. He will begin serving those 5 life sentences immediately. In Ascension Parish, Katie Easter, WBRZ News 2.
Theriot.
I like how she says they brought him out of the courthouse chained up. Usually most prisoners are chained up. I don't know which ones we bring to court that aren't chained up. It's like, but you know, I don't know. That lady, I guess, is a better person than me, because there would be no, I'll forgive them. There would be no forgiveness. I'd hope every day that in prison that he didn't wake up the next day. I mean, this dude killed 5 people. To me, there ain't no soul saving for a monster like that. He destroyed 5 lives. I was just still amazed on how he looked here when he got arrested to the way he looks now. He actually looks like he's been hit in a weight room or something. So Kelly said he will be someone's biatch in prison. I don't know. He's a pretty nice ass felon now, but he might like it too. John says he is on jail food. He might be. Yeah. Say that last night. Yeah. She did the thing. No, unfortunately, John, he's going to do 5 life sentences. He'll die in Angola, and he's not going to get the electric chair. I agree with you, but no, he'll probably, you know, he's in his 20s. He's probably, I forget how old, he's in his mid-20s. So, I mean, you're probably looking, he's got a good, at least probably 40 to 50 years in prison that he'll be there, not unless somebody marks him. Brandon said, I'd love to know how much it costs the taxpayers to house, feed, and medicate him for the rest of his life. I'm going to have to look it up. I forget. I know some places. I'm just going to guess. This is a straight up guess. I'm saying it costs at least $50,000 a year per inmate, if not a little bit less. That's just a guess. I'm going to have to look into it, but I'm just guessing. It's because if you got to factor in guards pay and all that stuff, that you got to have people watching them. You got food, medication. If you put in a certain amount of electricity and, you know, water and all that stuff like that, I'm willing to bet it's about $50,000. If anybody Googles it and looks it up, how much it costs per inmate a year to house right now in Louisiana, put it in the chat and I'll put it out, because I'm just guessing. Let me know if I was close. Kind of curious now. Be asking questions like that, Brandon. Got me thinking. Next, we got this nice fella right here. He looks real tired too. He has dark circles under his eyes. I think somebody needs to get him some of that night cream. John says it is costs $36,000 per inmate per year in Michigan. Well, maybe it's about that here. I was just guessing. But that's a lot of money per person. I mean, you got a lot of people out there in the world that don't even make that much money a year, you know, trying to, you know, survive out here. You're making, you know, $20,000 a year, and you mean inmates living better than them. Anyway, this guy I don't know if he's been arrested or not, but he has been identified. This man right here This is in Hammond. Hammond used to be a very quiet place. Hammond's like going to shit, it seemed like. This man broke into 2 Subway sandwich restaurants. All I can say is he fucking must have been hungry as shit. I mean, he wanted them. Did he want the All-American? Did he want the one with that avocado crap on it? I mean, which ones did he want? According to the Tangipahoa Parish Sheriff's Office, Mr. 31, he's 31 years old, Eric Revish. That's Eric right there. He broke into a Subway on University Avenue in Hammond. They released a video of him walking through the establishment, allegedly breaking through the drive-through window and making his way inside. He's believed to be involved in the other Subway, also on Airport Road, this same night. Anyone that knows his whereabouts needs to call the sheriff's office out there. It's just, the dude was hungry. That's all I got to say. Look, when you got a hankering for some Subway sandwiches, ain't nothing going to stop you. I mean, you want that foot long with that pepper jack on it. He wanted them meatballs. He wanted that tuna. I don't know. But the dude was hungry. I just don't see Subway having that much money. And if they had money in there after they were closed, it'd be in a safe anyway. See, John says, what state is he serving in? I'll look it up. It's Louisiana. Tanya Trull says she looked it up. Says it costs $16,000 a year. Here's what Google says. Well, I was way off. That's still $16,000 a year. That's a lot. I mean, how many people we have in prison here? Thousands. So it costs millions of dollars a year. He got in through the drive-through window, so he couldn't be that big. My big ass would get stuck trying to go into a drive-through window, I believe. I would probably get stuck. So maybe he couldn't get back. Well, I guess he got back out, because if not, depends on how much he ate, I guess. I don't know. But the Subway burglar. We went from the Hamburglar to the Subway burglar right there. This next one here, we got this picture from Baton Rouge. Lots of guns, we can see. Michael Jackson's illegitimate stepchild or something. BG, big BG on the neck there. I mean, I don't know if that's a dude or a girl. Confused at this point. I won't say girl. I don't know. It looks kind of girlish. It's got feminine. I don't know. But it's Michael Jackson. John says Tanya is right. Anyway, Baton Rouge PD arrested four teenagers. 4 teenagers. What are they accused of? See, this makes my job harder now because of this shit. They arrested 4 teenagers for posing as police, pulling cars over, and then robbing the people at gunpoint. It said 4 teenagers were arrested Tuesday for allegedly using a flashlight to trick drivers into stopping their cars so they could mug them. The Baton Rouge Police Department said 19-year-old Bruce Green and 3 17-year-olds. So this is a guy then, because the 17-year-olds are juveniles and they're not going to be pictured. So I was wrong. Michael Jackson's nephew right here, or the illegitimate child. This is Bruce Green. That's a dude. He's going to get fucked so bad in prison because I thought it was a chick. And 3 17-year-olds stopped at least 3 drivers on December 28th by flashing their headlights using a blue flashing light, which they probably got off of Amazon or something like that. Pulled people over. When they pulled them over, they'd run up there with their guns, get the belongings, and then take off. The SUV, they had an SUV they used in robbery, described as a white Ford Explorer, which could look as a white Ford Explorer, I guess, they use Ford Explorers for cop cars. So they found it abandoned, assuming it was stolen. They found multiple guns confiscated during the arrest. Green here was charged with 2 counts of armed robbery with firearms. So was the 17-year-olds. They were all charged too. They said that the 17-year-olds were previously arrested just last year for crimes committed for armed robberies in Baton Rouge. But of course, they wasn't in jail. They were just out. So because they just sent him home. I guarantee you they sent him back home. They're probably back at home with some ankle monitors or on, something like that. So, little Mike here, right here, is going to be popular, especially in prison. Probably not parish jail, but prison would is going to be very popular for him. Sorry, the dude is feminine looking. He is. Oh, this next one right here. No, right here. This guy right here, we talked about him way last year. Even played videos. Had the video, played it. This man right here, he's a former police officer because he was fired. Okay. This happened over in Port Allen. I don't know if y'all probably don't remember. I don't know. He tased. He's the one that tased the handcuffed 60-something-year-old man in the back of his unit. Not once, but 2 times. Okay, you just can't do it. We watched the video. It was freaking horrible. Anyway, I'm gonna play the video. I hate how the news says it, but anyway, he got arrested. He's been charged, and he got 16 months in jail. So let's watch the video. Give me a second to put it on the correct video because it's going to start back on the other one.
More than 3 years after murder spree in the
Allen, a former police officer, is officially a convict and serving time in prison for tasing a man 2 years ago.
That officer sentenced to 16 months in prison for aggravated battery and malfeasance in office. The investigative unit and Chris Nakamoto first obtained the body cam video, which led to his conviction. He has more on this historic sentence.
Sylvia, Michael, Port Allen police officer Nolan Dehan was arrested after he tased a handcuffed man twice. Tonight, he's a convict with no shot of getting out of prison for at least 10 months.
And I put that thing to my heart. Bow! Boom! I went out.
You gotta love them special effects, right? That's the old dude that got tased. Pow! Ooh! I never heard a taser say pow before, but just go. He's old. We'll let it slide.
Richardson has nightmares thinking about what happened to him on a spring night in 2021. It all started with a phone call for help from the 1100 block of Avenue C.
Page 1 at Water Boat Unit 1097.
A woman calling police claiming her brother had broken a window out of the home they share.
I left my keys. So I busted a little hole in the window.
Body camera.
First of all, if he's a legal resident of that home or a partial owner or something like that, as long as he don't file an insurance claim, he didn't break any laws. It's his own window. He's allowed to break his own window. Unless he files an insurance claim, which would have been fraud then, saying somebody else done it. But that is his own window. So you can't charge him with damage to property. I can't charge you for damaging your own property. So let's keep going. So I don't know. The cop was handling it wrong when he got there. This was a civil matter, domestic more or less, maybe.
Video captured what Port Allen police officer Nolan Dehan did next.
Come out of there before I light you up. Right there, man. Come on out of there. This is my house. I'm paying for this house. I bought everything here. I got a bag back, don't grab them. Come on out of there. I'm coming out. Get up before I light you up. Get up! I got a bad back. I don't care what you got. Get up! I know you don't. Get up!
Richardson is handcuffed and brought to a police car. That's when things take a dramatic turn. Investigators say Richardson was cooperating when Dehan tases him twice.
Help! Help!
Hey, stop screaming. Stop this.
Scream. Scream again. Go ahead. Scream. Help! Stop that.
Okay. We see the first one. Man's handcuffed. Old man in the back of the car. Is he resisting? No. He's in the back of the police car handcuffed. He's making a lot of noise. I mean, really, is he hurting anybody at this point? Except your ears? No. Scream again. And the man screamed again. It's like dealing with kids sometimes. And then he tases him. I do believe that you have constitutional rights against cruel and unusual punishment, which I believe he just violated. So this man's lucky, in my opinion, this man is lucky that he did not catch some federal charges over this shit, okay? Because he is basically torturing this man at this point.
Stop it. You stop it. You scream again. You scream again. Ah! You understand?
2 times now. Like I said, I'll call the cops out when they're wrong too. This motherfucker was wrong. You just can't do this at all. I mean, this is just straight up torture.
Understand me? Come on, we're gonna take it out. We're gonna book him in for disturbing the peace.
Court records show Nolan Dehan began serving his sentence a few weeks ago. Jailhouse records show he's already in work release. We inquired with the Department of Corrections to find out why he's in work release, because the West Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office says that directive came from them.
Court records show Dehan was sentenced to 16 months for malfeasance in office and aggravated battery. The record shows he has to serve a minimum of 10 months before he's eligible to get out of prison. With everything that happened to Richardson, he hopes what happened to him sends a strong message to other law enforcement about doing the right thing.
He don't care.
He had this message for the now former cop who assaulted him.
You're a dirty, low-down dog, and you need to stay locked up in jail.
And contrary to what the West Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office told us, the Department of Corrections says the West Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office is the one who submitted Nolan Dehan's name to be part of work release. That happened on December 13th. The state says it conducted a review and found he met the requirements. Dehan changed his plea from not guilty to guilty back in November.
All right. He is, like I said, he got fired, which was proper. He was fired. He was charged. Sounds like he was undercharged, if you ask me. Like I said, he's lucky the feds didn't pick him up and charge him federally for what he did do. Now, the news report's like, I don't understand why he's in work release. I'm going to tell you why he's in work release. First of all, he's a low-risk inmate. He ain't been a cop for a long time. I think after he got fired stuff, I think the last thing I heard, he worked at a grocery store or some shit like that. But he's a low-risk inmate. That's why he's in work release. He's going to be in jail for 10 months. They act like, I mean, okay, the dude fucked up. Because he could have gotten away a whole lot more time. Yeah, he could have. Should have. Hey, my opinion, I think he probably should have got a little more time, but I wasn't a DA or nothing making the stuff, but he got time. He'll never be a cop again. He's a convicted felon now. So, that's just Chris Nakamoto running his mouth. Kelly said she had never seen it. Well, you have now. Yeah, he deserved to be fired. He was fired, and it does. It makes everybody else look bad. Like I said, he was torturing the man because he wouldn't shut up, because he was going, the dude's fucking 60-something years old. He's a little old man. Let him scream if you want. Actually, you should have never even arrested him in the first place, because he didn't break no laws. He didn't hit the woman or nothing. I guess she locked him out, so he broke a window pane out and got in his own freaking house. Not illegal. As long as if he didn't touch her or threaten her or nothing, there's nothing. He shouldn't have been arrested. You got to go up with that. If you'd talked to man, well, the cop obviously didn't know what the fuck he was doing. But if you'd have talked to him, I mean, that would have never been an arrest. It would have been a report, and that was it. But when you make bad decisions, you have to pay for it. No, he obviously made a bad decision. He's gonna pay for it. Like I said, at least he's not ever gonna wear a badge again. So we don't have to worry about him and his bullshit. Next, we got a whole bunch of more people. Find this picture. Where's it at? Nope, that's Michael Jackson's son. Nope, bad cop. Here we go. Whole bunch of people. Make myself invisible for a minute so y'all can see everybody. Here we go. All these people right here. 7 of them. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. They all got arrested in Baton Rouge off of Plank Road. Multiple people got arrested after fleeing from a home when the police attempted to investigate it Monday. I don't know, motherfuckers were running around like rats. I bet that many people running. Said the officers tried to confront people at a residence on Cadillac Street off of Plank Road. If you don't know where that area is, good, you even don't want to visit it. because they were investigating because it was due to suspicions of illegal activity stemming from an investigation. As an officer tried to make contact with the people inside, several individuals started to run out of the house and attempted to flee in all kind of directions. The following people were arrested. I don't know which ones are which. We have Jeremy Lee, 21, Deandrick Lucas, 18, Troy Minton, 19, LeBron McNeely, 18, I can't even say this first name, last name Moore, 20, DeAndre Tate, 32, and LaCourtney Williams. I'm taking that's got to be her with the blue hair because she's only 22 years old. Were all arrested. They said they seized a multitude of drugs, money, and 6 guns. They lucky nobody got killed here. My thing is this dude here got some big ass teeth. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. Look at him. This dude right here. He's like he's happy. He's in jail. Look at him. He's all happy. Like, yeah, that's me. Look at her. She's happy too. She happy. These other ones, he looks pissed off. He looks pissed. He looks sleepy. And, I mean, but this dude here, it's like, what the fuck? Anyway, they're all in jail. Well, they were in jail. They're probably out by now. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. It's just do stupid shit and you're gonna go to jail eventually. Because the odds are in our favor. Because we only got to catch you doing it one time, and you got to keep trying to hide and play cat and mouse the whole entire time. So go ahead, keep playing the games, get caught, go to jail. This next story is messed up. Happened in Baton Rouge just a few days ago. I was on duty when this happened. Excuse me. I saw it come across my feed, and I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, they had a sheriff deputy in East Baton Rouge Parish. Sheriff's deputy got shot. Okay. Horrible. Anyway, shot in the leg. Baton Rouge Sheriff's deputy shot in the leg at some apartments. They were trying to make an arrest on a violation of a restraining order. So they knocked on the door. I guess somebody opened the door. These dogs rushed out. I'm assuming they're pits. Seems like that's a favorite bad guy dog for some reason. I don't know why, but they rushed out. Like I said, assuming they're pit bulls. Rushed out the door. Yeah, 3 pit bulls rushed out the door towards the deputies. They were not on leashes or anything. One of the dogs attempted to latch on to a deputy's leg with its teeth. One dog was snapping. And one dog was killed. And one dog got killed. The deputy got shot. Or do y'all tracking what I'm saying? That the deputy got shot, right? But you never heard me say no bad guys shot or had a gun, right? Yes, because I think another deputy shot the other deputy in the leg, which we saw this happen not long ago in another state. We played the video. A dog attacked the deputy, and the partner went to shoot the dog, missed the dog, shot the deputy in the leg. Well, believe that's what happened here also. The deputy is suspected to be okay. Animal control was called out. They arrested 2 of the dogs. The other dog was dead. They will probably end up putting these dogs down. A 48-year-old Richmond McNeil was taken into custody related to the protection order in violation and could face additional charges for this situation at the apartment. In the second time span, a few months, law enforcement was involved in a shooting at the complex. They had another shooting there not too long ago. Anyway, I don't ever want to be shot, but I sure in the hell don't be shot by another cop, okay? We need to stop all this friendly fire shit. I'm going to tell anybody who works for me, if I'm getting bit by a dog and you can't run up and fucking do a contact shot on that dog to make sure that bullet's not going to go in me, get something, a stick or something, and start hitting it or something. I don't want to get shot. The dog didn't even get. I don't even know if that dog died and they didn't shoot another dog. But anyway, the deputy shot the other deputy. It's fucked up. If you shoot, I'm gonna tell anybody that works with me. If anybody's listening, y'all shoot me because there's some stupid reason or something, or you just fuck up and you accidentally shoot me. You better run and hide, quit, because when I do get out of jail, if I ain't dead, because I'm coming back and I'm going to shoot you back. I'm just letting you know, okay? I will shoot you back. If you shoot me and miss, if you shoot at the dog or bad guys up and you miss and shoot my fucking ass, I am going to shoot you back. It might be a while if I get better or whatever. If I'm not dead, I will shoot you back. And I think I'll get off on insanity. Don't shoot your partner. Go to the range. Start practicing. Fucker, don't shoot. Last story is out of New Orleans. Great city of New Orleans. You know, Mardi Gras is coming up. Go to Mardi Gras. Go to New Orleans. Get robbed. Get a T-shirt. I went to Mardi Gras and I made it out in one piece. I was broke because they stole everything, but I made it out. Anyway, they had a triple shooting over there over the weekend. They had 3 people got fucking murked. You didn't hear shit about it on national news. That's basically, that is a mass shooting, isn't it? 3 people dead. They found 3 men. One was wearing a ski mask. One suffering from gunshot wounds. All 3 were pronounced dead at the scene. Nobody's been identified. It believes it was a targeted hit. If one of them had a ski mask on, maybe they were trying to rob somebody and the shit went sideways for them. The bad guys, they were bad guys trying to rob some other bad guys. These bad guys marked these bad guys. Anyway, New Orleans has already had, what was today's date? The 12th. This story came out, when did the story come out? On the 8th. About 3 days ago. So 3 days ago, we were 8 days into the new year, and New Orleans had already had 12 murders at this point before this. Great place to be. 8 days, 12 murders. I don't know about you. I'm not going to New Orleans. Fuck that place. Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt. It's way worse than what it used to be. That's all the stories for this evening. Like I said, I didn't get right tickets today, so I figured I'd jump on here and throw some more out. I had fun. They had I didn't even know they had a tornado in Alabama. You know more than me. I didn't see nothing on my news feed. So no, I don't know anybody that's been, not personally, I haven't heard anybody that's been affected by it. I didn't know they had one. I guess it was bad. I have to look on the news. Nothing flashed across my phone. So I don't know. What's today? Today's Thursday. I don't have a guest for this Sunday's episode, but I had some stuff, some stories I'm going to talk about from this past. Nothing long. It's probably going to be short. We'll be lucky if I make 30 minutes out of it, because I don't like dragging my stories out just to fill up content. I went and wrote some tickets. I got some interesting stuff that happened. It's kind of funny. See how come listening up Sunday, you know. It's a 3-day weekend. Martin Luther King Jr.'s day is Monday. So I'll probably end up putting something else out besides again, when, you know, I still got plenty of stories to find something to talk about. If y'all want to, y'all can go join the Patreon. Got a $3 hang around tier. You get text and the extra episodes. The $6 prospect, you get the text, extra episodes and pictures. And the $10 one, you get everything: videos, live, extra live streams. You get everything I put out. I got like 5 or 6 episodes out there already, and a couple of videos, a lot of pictures and stuff like that. So if there's something you're interested in, go check it out. If not, you can also go join the private Facebook group. We just send a bunch of stupid memes on there. It's the Clubhouse. There'll be a link. There's going to be a link in the audio description of it. You can just go click it, answer 3 questions, answer them correctly. I'll let you in. That's free. Other than that, y'all pay attention, hit the notification so you know when I do go live, because you never know when that's going to happen, except for every Wednesday at 7. Other than that, you never know. If I don't come back on, which I probably will, y'all be safe. Go get you some cigars, my Patriot cigars. Y'all go check out. I'm part of the Bearded Patriots now, the little group. Go check out them. Got a whole bunch of other podcasts there. If you want some different political stuff and everything else, go check them out also. And y'all be safe. Remember, be a lion. We're not sheepdogs. We're lions. See y'all in a few.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be